What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I had a realization the other day that I've been doing YouTube for like 3 months now, and I never really introduced myself. Well, I introduced myself in my first video, but that was like one line, and I was super awkward on camera, so yeah. This week, I just want to take some time and tell you a little bit more about myself, and I guess talk about why I started YouTube. After this video, make sure to comment down below who you are so we can get to know each other. And with that, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Edgar Diaz. I'm Mexican-American, so my name is actually pronounced Edgar, but Edgar's fine because nobody can say the other one. I'm 24 years old, I'm married, and I'm also just someone who likes to share their thoughts on the internet for whatever reason. Weird, right? And like many of you, I'm just someone trying to navigate through this thing we call life on my own terms. Outside of YouTube, I work in human resources, so my job involves interacting with a ton of different people, interviewing and hiring them, onboarding them, helping employees enroll in benefits, answering general employment questions, so that's just a small part of what I do. HR kind of has a hand in everything related to business, so it'd be way too much to talk about here, but just know that's what I do. And before I get into the reasons of why I started a YouTube channel, I just want to say that this video is sort of going to double as a check-in with myself to help me just stay accountable. Accountable to myself so I can stay consistent with my posting, and accountable to you all so I can keep providing value. And the reason for that is because this YouTube shit is hard. I probably work on my channel anywhere between 10 and 15 hours on average per week on top of my 40+ hour a week job. And I'm obviously not monetized yet, so I'm doing this all for free. And on top of that, I'm a beginner, so I have to learn all these things as I go. So part of this video is really just going to be a reminder to myself of why I'm doing this, why I started a YouTube channel. And if you've been thinking about starting a channel and you're just not sure, then maybe my reasoning will help you decide, so keep watching. Alright, so reason number one was to help people out by giving them the advice I wish someone had given me. Now, truthfully, a part of why this is so important to me is because I have 3 younger siblings, and a lot of my content is things that I want them to know, things that I want them to learn as they grow up and navigate through life. But I know that other people would benefit from it as well, so I wanted to post it to the public. Honestly, my original idea for YouTube was to sort of take this older brother approach, right? Like, I want to become someone that you come to for advice or just to get my perspective on life, effectively like an older brother. I honestly put a lot of thought into these videos because I really want it to be valuable to everyone. So like, if you ever have something that you want me to talk about, like, just put it in the comments below, let me know. In fact, I've actually thought about making this sort of like content request form where people can send me like a private message about things they want advice on or just topics they'd like me to cover in a video. I'm not totally sure yet if people would be interested in it, but if you are, please leave it in the comments so that I can make something like that. Reason number 2 is that I've always wanted to build something of my own and just be an entrepreneur. For as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to do my own thing, right? I wanted to build something of my own. I wanted to have my own business. I wanted to be my own boss. Have y'all ever heard that song, Pull the Trigger by Russ, where he's like, never felt like an employee, always felt like CEO? That's me for real. I just don't see myself working a 9 to 5 until I'm 65 and then retiring while the best years of my life are already behind me. I'm not even lying, y'all. Literally, my worst nightmare is spending the rest of my life working for somebody else. My biggest problem is that I have a million different interests. So narrowing down a business that I wanted to start and commit to was super difficult. Starting a business also requires a lot of capital, right? Money. Matter of fact, when I was in school, my capstone project was to put together a business plan, and I did it on a nightclub. And I think after taking everything into consideration, it was going to be something like $2 million just to get the nightclub up and running. YouTube, on the other hand, has a super low entry barrier, right? You can start with just a cell phone and an internet connection. I actually have a super budget-friendly setup, so if anybody's interested in seeing how I record my videos, let me know. But anyway, YouTube gives me this freedom to talk about the things that I find interesting, or to share the things that have been helpful in my life with you all. It's also allowing me to build a community of people who are truly interested in hearing what I have to say. And that's invaluable. But on top of all of that, YouTube also has the potential of helping creators make money. And if you make it to the top, then that could be tons of money. But that said, as I already mentioned, this shit is hard. Now don't worry, I'm gonna keep doing it. But I always keep an eye out for other investment opportunities, right? Like, they do say the easiest way to get into business is to buy an already existing business, so I'm always on the lookout. Alright, the third reason why I started a channel was to challenge myself. After a while, life can get kind of boring. Your day-to-day life just becomes normalized. The things that were difficult or exciting at one point, just you become numb to. So to me, this is something that's new. And the more and more I do it, I feel like the more I realize that there's always more to learn. Especially for me, because before this, I never really recorded myself. I hardly ever even took pictures. My wife hated that, y'all. I'm better at it now, but just know that there was a time where it was a point of contention. Anyway, on top of all the learning, I also knew that I would have to put in some crazy amount of work to see any kind of growth. So I have to do the legwork to learn how to do better videos, or how to speak to a camera better, or how to do lighting better, or how to get better audio. The work never ends and the improvements never end, and there was something about that just really caught my attention and attracted me to it. And trust me, I fully recognize that there's still a long way to go for me, but I'm up for the challenge. Growth can only come from being in difficult environments and difficult situations, or just new and challenging ones. And that's what this is for me. And so far, I'm enjoying it. But yeah, when I started, I mean, all I knew about YouTube was how to watch videos. And in just the short 3 months that I've been doing this for, since like late December, I feel like I've learned so much. I mean, check out the difference between my first video and my latest video. It's like night and day. And you know what? They're only getting better. So if you're interested in seeing the progress, hit the subscribe button and stick around for the ride. Anyway, I plan to do these little check-in videos every so often. I don't really have a timeline or a plan, but maybe every 3 to 6 months would be good. I just feel like they're a little more personal and they show you a little bit more of who I am, and that's pretty cool. But in the meantime, make sure to watch these videos and everything else on my channel, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.